You want to grow your dietitian private practice, but you're not sure how to create nutrition coaching packages. I got you. I'm Libby Rothschild, founder of Dietitian Boss. My company helps registered dietitians start and grow an online practice so that you can make the money you want and work on your terms without burnout. We show you how to get clients. Now, many of you want to offer profitable nutrition coaching packages, but you have no idea where to start or how to assemble a package that makes sense for your clients. If you like this topic and you find this content valuable, hit the like button below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because I post new videos every Monday to support you while creating a profitable online dietitian private practice. The first question I often get is, should I provide individual nutrition coaching? And the answer is probably, but it depends. Individual coaching is a faster way for you to make more money and make the client happy, of course, if you give them a great experience. Now, coaching on an individual level can be quite rewarding. I, in fact, love coaching, and a lot of our clients enjoy coaching as well. But the concern comes in when you get burnt out pretty fast. Because in order to be a profitable coach, you're going to need to stack those clients. And what that means, because you're scheduling multiple appointments per day to make ends meet, whether you're replacing a clinical 9-to-5 job or you're wanting this to be full-time, practitioners often feel burnt out. So let's talk about how you offer private coaching. Selling individual coaching is not the solution. And while this might sound attractive and easy for you, it doesn't support retention, meaning getting clients to continue to work with you. When you have a potential customer, you want to sell them into a longer term package so that there's commitment on both ends. You're committed to the client and they're committed to you. And that means you're selling them a package, not a one-off session or a small bundle of sessions. If you really think about it, you can't grow and create impact if you're selling $80 or $100 one-off sessions. It's just not possible. You're not going to be able to reach more people, and people will take you more seriously if you increase your rates as well. Now, I just want to say that $80 an hour is not sustainable to create a profitable business, and it's not a good look for branding. So you're going to want to increase your pricing. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I price my nutrition coaching package? I got you. Now, many of you want to offer an initial and a follow-up. That is so common. I see dietitians doing this all the time, not only for dietitians who are newer in private practice, but I also see seasoned practitioners offering this initial follow-up combo. And here are my thoughts on that. Firstly, an initial and a follow-up is a hair better than one-off sessions, but you can do better than that. People, they're going to pay for a transformation, so keep that in mind. Now, transformation is going to happen beyond an initial and a follow-up session. People they can't get results from an initial and a follow-up. You're going to need more time with somebody. There's also no retention, there's low commitment, and that's not going to really create a deep and meaningful connection between you and the person who's purchased this service from you. You want to price your package based on the value that you create in your offer. And so it's important to take time and think about, what does that look and feel like? If you're offering between support and communication, then your price is going to be higher. Your pricing is going to depend on the deliverables included with your package. Deliverables can include the amount of sessions that you're providing, in between support communication, length of time that you are working with somebody in this coaching capacity. Now, keep in mind, the benefit of selling a package is that you're selling a transformation, not a transaction. So when you're doing an initial follow-up, because you're selling something that's cheaper, you're not going to have people as committed as if you're selling something that's longer term with clear deliverables. One of the better ways to sell nutrition coaching packages is to bundle your services. You can sell 6 sessions for a 90-day expiration date. Remember, you definitely want to put an expiration time when you sell anything. And you can sell it at the rate of $1,200. You want to make sure that you have an expiration date and a contract in place anytime that you're collecting payment. You also want to schedule the sessions when they pay. Now, you can charge $1,200 for this when you bundle your sessions with no between support communication. So maybe you're wondering, what does a nutrition coach offer? One of the most common ways to offer your nutrition services is through a 3-month commitment. A 3-month coaching package for a minimum of $1,500 is a very standard entry-level coaching package that you can offer your clients. And this is definitely on the lower end, so keep that in mind. You don't have to stay here forever. You can charge more. This is an entry-level package. We have clients who offer this same package for north of $5,000. So you cannot charge more than $1,500, but if you're new and you're feeling like you want to just get in the habit of selling what it looks like and how you're packaging and delivering your services, $1,500 is a very decent starting point. Now keep in mind, from our clients who are selling packages of 3 months north of $5,000, they worked up to that. So they started at a slightly lower price point and most of them worked up to a higher price point. So you want to keep in mind the expiration of the package. You want to make that clear, a contract, and then what does the between support communication look like in this 3-month commitment, right? If you are offering between support communication in a 3-month package, which is pretty standard, you have to define what that looks like so there's clarity between you and the client. Now, when it comes to structuring, you might be wondering, well, how do I structure my nutrition coaching packages, right? And the structuring is actually pretty simple. Structuring is imperative. When you structure your sessions, you're going to keep yourself focused as well as your clients. So many dietitians lack structure or they're overly structured, and that can negatively impact the relationship that you have with your client. Structure includes bi-weekly sessions, meaning one session every other week. You can do under an hour. Scheduling all sessions when they pay. Offer between support communication and put some boundaries on that. Have it in your contract. Make sure you're clear with what that between support communication looks like. Use a contract. You want to really support and protect every party in this interaction and engagement. There needs to be protection through a written contract. And enforce your boundaries. So Saturday morning is not a crisis time. Right? You are not at their beck and call. It's really important that you enforce boundaries. What that can look like is Monday, Wednesday, or you're saying every 24 or 48 business hours. And then you, on your end, have allocated when you respond back to client situations and interactions so that you have a system on your end. So you have to be clear and communicate it with them, and then you have to stick with it. So people are going to push you, and they're going to try to get information from you, and they're going to want answers and information, and you have to enforce the boundaries that you've laid down, but that means you have to first set those boundaries. Now, if you're wondering, like, okay, how do I sell these packages? Great, I know what it looks like to do bundle packages. You're feeling confident after learning this information. The question is, like, how do I sell it? Referrals are one of the most common ways that businesses get business, meaning that you have a network, you've built that network, and people know, like, and trust you and refer to you. Maybe you are connected with a doctor or a doctor practice, or you've got some friends or some networks and people know who you are. Maybe you've hooked up with some therapists and then they're able to connect to you. Now, the issue that I see, and I see our clients face with referrals, is that often you're stagnant. You can't guarantee on those referrals, and it gets to a certain point where you might maintain in the business, but you don't have another revenue stream or way to get folks to know you exist. Right? And so it's important to think that you need more than one idea or avenue for getting clients. And that's where we come in here at Dietitian Boss. So if you want to make more money, and if you want to have other revenue streams that you can depend on and control, you're going to have to think outside of the referral box. And if you're wondering how, you've got to start with defining your message and building a brand. It's really important that people know how you stand out, what makes you as a practitioner different from somebody else, whether they're in your competitive space or just in general another nutrition professional. So it's really important for you to think about defining your business. And if that feels awfully basic, believe it or not, but a lot of people either skip this step or they're not clear enough. And if you're not clear with how you define yourself and your business, you better believe that your potential customers aren't going to be clear either, and they're going to go to your competitors. So you want to spend some time and energy defining who you serve, what transformation you provide, right? The outcomes, right? And the results that you're getting your clients. Now, if you're not sure exactly what your clients want and need, and maybe you've got a wide variety of different clients that you're serving, I would allocate a decent amount of time and energy towards speaking to your clients, thinking about common threads and themes and experiences that they have, and look at focusing in your message. Our most successful clients have defined a niche in their space. So they might be a pregnancy nutritionist, PCOS nutritionist, weight loss nutritionist, food freedom nutritionist, Latina nutritionist, sports performance nutritionist, chronic disease nutritionist. So think about how you can stand out in a space so that you have another stream of revenue outside of those referrals that are not always dependable, or again, you become stagnant, right? There's only so many referrals or referral streams that you can get before you want to look outside, and you want to have your own way to control how people are going to find you. And that's from building a brand and leveraging social media so that you have a tool where you can communicate what you do and people come to you because they know how you're defined versus somebody else and that you're going to solve their problem. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to watch some more, I want you to check out this next video, which is all about group coaching. And make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share with a peer who you know who's either interested in starting a practice, or maybe they already have a private practice in operation and they're looking to develop processes, save time each week, and they're looking to make more money while working less hours by either adding another revenue stream or hiring help in their business.